Hello everyone, I'm Margaret and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is on the Feng Shui energies for the month of October 2022, which is from October 8th to November 6th of 2022. Now it is the 9th month of the Ren Yin Water Tiger year with the ruling energy of the number 3 star in the center of the home. These are the energies for the month, which means they're temporary. So if you are sleeping or working in a room that does not have good energies for the month, then find another room that you can use. Again, this is just a short-term measure. So, it will help, especially if you're dealing with current health and financial issues. Now, in each of the 9 grids that you see here on this slide, you will find 2 numbers. The big number indicates an annual star, and the smaller number indicates the monthly star. Now, use a reliable compass to determine your house facing and location in the different sectors. As we move into October, the number 3 conflict star flies into the center sector. Now, it's increasing the ill effects of the already annual 5 yellow. Now, this also colors the whole month with quarrels and conflict energy, both on the micro and macro level. So strong remedies are actually needed in the center of the home. And try not to make too much noise in the center. So let's go through each sector's energy for the month. For the southeast, it gets afflicted by the monthly illness star number 2. Now, if your main door is located here, you could actually suffer from illnesses that can affect the liver. Do not undertake any type of noisy renovations or decorative work in this part of the house that might entail you to disturb the ground by digging, the foundations, or doing work that entails using noisy equipment in this area inside and outside your property. So avoid doing this, and also avoid excessive lighting in this particular sector, as this would also strengthen the illness star, which is an earth star, and with the number 2 illness star combining with the number 4 literary star or romance star, married women should be alert for predatory males that may enter their life, may just show up, okay? Now, the sick and elderly folks should also avoid sleeping in the southeast part of the home this month. Now, what about the south sector? Now, the south sector has the number 7 robbery and violence star flying into this particular sector, and it actually joins the annual magnifying or enhancing star number 9. So it's kind of unlucky for south-facing houses with risk of burglary and loss. And furthermore, the number 9 and 7 are clashing elements, which can also affect and worsen the effect of the number 3 star. Now, pregnant women should also consider avoiding this particular sector and spending too much time here, especially if you have a bedroom. Please try to move it to another room. I would not recommend weakening the monthly star number 7 with water or watercolors, as this would actually destroy the good annual star. So just try to keep this area quiet in October. Also, do not use candles here, as this would also destroy probably some of the metal influence of the number 7 and could cause a lot of issues as well. So if you have a door here that is used often in this area, you should actually probably look into updating some sort of security, and also checking the electronics or the electrics in this particular sector, and maybe also checking on the smoke alarms as well, okay? Now, what about the southwest sector? Now, we have the monthly number 9 auspicious star flying into the southwest sector, along with the annual number 2 illness or an auspicious star. And please also remember, you have the 3 pole, which is in this particular sector, which can also destroy the metal remedy that we probably had placed to control the inauspicious annual energy of the annual star number tune. So it is wise then to also keep this area calm and quiet to also benefit from the auspicious monthly influence of the number 9, and also not to activate the annual star or the sweet pole. Now, just having the auspicious star located here can bring a good influence, but if we strengthen the fire element, this would also weaken the metal influence that we probably have placed there to remedy the annual star. And it would actually also, if it weakens this metal influence, would actually cause the number annual star to be activated. So and that would actually strengthen the energy of the illness star. So that should not be done. Okay, as long as the noise levels are kept low, you can still use this area. The enhancing star strengthens the annual illness star here. So it does affect those who are already experiencing health issues or difficulties. And suggestion is also, of course, not to use this particular sector for your bedroom. And the illness can actually affect the stomach and the mouth as well. So it also can affect relationships and marriages negatively. So elderly folks and folks that are actually with health issues should again particularly avoid this sector, okay, as much as possible. Try to move your bedroom, if you have a bedroom here, to another room. Okay. Now the East sector actually enjoys the victory star and its auspicious energy, and it flies into this particular sector for this month, and it is pretty good for those of you pursuing academic endeavors, for those of you also looking for high profile careers, or high profile positions in your jobs. Students should actually also try to make the most of this sector by using this sector more and spending more time in this sector to benefit from its creative energies. But you also should ensure that this area should not be excessively noisy, or it can also trigger the number 3 annual star, which is actually in this particular sector, of course, and may also cause problems down the road for the middle sun as well. So try to keep this particular sector quiet as well, but you can still use it for academic or pursuits of creative and academic endeavors. Okay. Now the center has the influence of the number 3, and it indicates arguments, backstabbing in extreme cases, lawsuit, possibility of a loss of time and energy and wealth as well. So please be careful during this particular month, especially if you have an important room such as an office, bedroom, or your main door is in this particular area. And if you can try to avoid and use another door to enter and leave. So it's a rather noisy month with the number 3 argument star in the center, and adding fuel or increasing the negative energy of the number 5 yellow. So money troubles and disputes are indicated, which can of course be bad for business and relationships. And the losses financially can lead probably to severe cash flow problems. So do avoid gambling or speculating on the stock market this month. Avoid taking big financial risks this month. Maybe just try to be a little bit more careful, especially if you're using this area as an office. Use another room probably to do some of your financial activities and discussions or conclusions as well. So relationships between family members could be really pretty rocky. So try to be a little bit more understanding of each other. And again, be as quiet as possible. Do not activate this particular sector with loud noises. And of course, no digging, no foundation work. Do not undertake any noisy or really using equipment that would actually generate so much noise or actually destroy the foundation or the digging amount. The ground should not be disturbed. Okay, so this actually applies for both inside and outside of the property, as well as for the other areas where it has negative energies. It affects both the inside and outside of your property. Okay, so let's get on to the next sector, which is the west. The west area gets seriously afflicted with the number 5 yellow flying into this particular sector, moving and joining the already dangerous number 7. It brings particularly health problems, financial and money loss, and obstacles to occupants of this particular sector. Now, if you live in a west-facing house, maybe you can delay some business negotiations or you could get cheated. So be careful with personal safety and home security as well because of the number 7. Now you can introduce metal cures, into this particular sector, as it can weaken the number 5. We probably will already have the number 5 annual cures in place, so it can also help to redistribute the energy of and enhance the water that we're using, probably, to weaken also the number 7 annual star. Okay, now keeping this area quiet and can keep these negative energies in place. And also please avoid using fire energy like reds and candles in this particular area for this month. So let's get on to the northeast sector, which has the heavenly star flying into this particular sector, combining with the annual number 8 prosperity star, making this particular sector very lucky indeed this month. Now, this sector also brings new opportunities to advance in one's career or job. Occupants of this northeast sector may also expect or enjoy unexpected financial windfalls. Some of the obstacles that you found that was pretty challenging and insurmountable before can probably simply dissipate or evaporate, or you'll probably find it a little bit less challenging and you can probably resolve it this month. The stars here can also benefit the youngest son. Now, as we know that this particular area also houses the Tai Sui, then you also need to be particularly aware of this and to keep also this particular area quiet. Those who have main doors in this area could actually enjoy excellent business and career opportunities and success. Now, when it comes to arranging your desk in this particular sector, please remember that you do not sit facing the Grand Duke. You do not confront the Grand Duke. You want to enlist his support and help, so you have to sit with with your back towards the Grand Duke in this particular sector, and actually as well as other sectors if you're actually positioning your desk. Now, okay. So no noise or digging or renovation again in this particular sector, as it might also trigger any of this unwanted energy. That's that means you might trigger the Grand Duke. A bedroom in this particular sector can probably cause some throat and leg problems, and it might affect the eldest male. So something to consider is just to use some black, blue, or gray material, as such as a rug or duvet covers or blankets in this particular room to dissipate its negative energy. Okay. Now let's get on to the other sectors. Now we have the north sector, which has the wealth luck star flying into this particular sector for this month, bringing with it growth luck, good prospects for career advancement, and it might your how do you call this, your prospect for all these opportunities might materialize for this month, and for those occupying this north sector and for those living in the north facing sectors. Now the clashing elements of the number 8 and the number 1, however, could bring some conflicts or misunderstandings in your relationships with your family, siblings, or work colleagues. While this month forecasts wealth in this particular sector, you have to be particularly aware that you do not overwork or stress yourself, as you might eventually cause health problems that you don't need. Okay, and especially if you have a bedroom or office here. Now the additional work will bring good income, but again, be careful of your health. Health is wealth, and focusing on wealth too much can actually also cause health-related problems. It can cause you to have high blood pressure or kidney problems. So you also have to remember that the 3 killings is located in the north in 2022, which makes the north an important sector to keep calm and quiet as much as possible. Normal use of the TVs in this particular sector is probably acceptable. Just be sure that you don't have any ground digging or noisy, wall breaking renovations in this particular north sector. And again, if you have an office here or you're positioning your desk, make sure you don't you confront this time or sit facing the 3 killings. Okay, now let's get on to the northwest sector, which has the number 6 and 4 literary star flying into this particular sector. Fortunes changes a bit for the better in the northwest, with the number 4 bringing creative, scholastic, relationship luck to this particular area. And when the number 4 pairs up with the number 6 heaven star, it brings unexpected windfalls, especially for you gentlemen, okay, for men. Now, water features actually should not be placed here, and if you have one, it should actually be removed from this area, as it could also affect the married women adversely for this month. Now, use this area, of course, to help you in your study luck if you're students, and for those of you pursuing creative or academic endeavors. Okay. Now let's summarize. So the conflict star flies to the center of the chart. The arguments flared up and affecting the whole family. Some fights might get worse. There might be potential of legal or lawsuit problems because of the fact that the number 3 is in the center of the home, affecting everybody. The luckiest sectors are actually the north, northeast, northwest, and east sector as well. The lucky sectors here, if you look in the slide, are highlighted in yellow, and the afflicted sectors in red. So this monthly chart can be superimposed over your floor plan if you have one, and you can actually move your daily activities to the lucky sectors if you can this month, and which again is the east, northeast, north, and northwest sector. Move your socializing to these particular sectors if you can. Now the southeast and southwest bring illness energy, so family members who are elderly and who are actually with health issues should actually not spend too much time in these particular sectors. And because of the fact that the southwest is the matriarch sector, it could also affect the matriarch of the home, who should be more careful with health concerns. And please don't treat symptoms lightly. To get checked if you feel that something is not right. Okay. The South sector's annual energy, of course, magnifies the ill effects of the number 7 robbery and violence monthly star. So you should also try to keep this sector quiet this month. Okay. Now, so there you have it, folks, the energies in the different sectors of your home for the month of October 2022. Now, it is good that we can determine the flight of these stars, which enables us to make the necessary precautions to remedy any of the negative sectors or to enhance and use and maximize the positive energy of the good ones. Okay. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.